And this is with a plastic fork. Look at that. This with a whole plastic fork. Tender. 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 Take a bite. Tender. Cannot be.
Chef Chief and YaYa's Catering. Original spicy blend. I really put that on everything. YaYa's Catering. Original, that soul food spice. Only seasoning you need to have your food taste.
YouTube family, and welcome back to the channel. On the menu today, we doing cube steak, gravy, rice. I don't know what vegetable yet, but it's probably going to be broccoli. Here's the seasonings, okay, because beef needs a lot of love. So we going with a little bit of that, 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 everything. Hop on my website and get you some. A little slash of that and a little splash of that. So what I like to do is mix all my seasonings up, and I put them in like a old seasoning container because it's just easier when it comes time to season the meat. The meat is in the sink. I'm so mad because I forgot to take them out last night. So I had to unthaw them in some water, cold water. And I hate that because it takes away the beautiful red color of the meat. Then your meat just be looking crazy. But guess what? My meat's okay. It is nice and fresh. It is getting cooked today. It is about to be seasoned. It's a little pale, but that's all right. Let's get it on. YouTube fam, here is our cube steak. Here is our seasoning blend. And we are just about to do the obvious and season our meat. That's it. We are going to season it. I cannot tell you how to season your meat. Okay? I just really can't. But this going to be good. Look at that seasoning. Woo! Look at that seasoning already, y'all. So what I'm about to do is finish hitting both sides of this meat. And then I'm going to massage it in. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate for a bit. I may throw a splash of Worcestershire sauce on there. I might. But whatever the case is, while my sides are cooking, this is going to be marinating because this is going to take no time to cook. So stay tuned. YouTube fam, what is popping? All right. So right here we have our skillet, and I just have a little oil in the pan, you guys. You don't need a lot of oil. See? Just that much oil just to coat the bottom, okay? We do not need to deep fry these bad boys. So now what we're about to do, we have our flour. This is just regular all-purpose flour with that seasoning mixture that you seen earlier. And you definitely want to make sure you season your cube steak as well as your flour. So now I'm just going to dredge this in the flour. I have my skillet here on a medium heat, and I'm just going to dredge this because we want to get a nice crust on it. Keep dredging it. And then I like to press the flour down too, y'all, like that, to make sure it's getting all in the crevices of the meat. And then we're just going to lay it and let it get a nice crust, y'all. Now, this is the crazy part. I do not eat cube steak. I mean, it's not nasty to me, but I really don't like anything smothered in gravy. So what I'm going to do is, this is really for my daughter and my fiance, y'all. And what I'm going to do is eat the sides, but I'm going to have me a regular ribeye steak instead of the smothered cube steak. Because I don't know what it is. I just like meatloaf. That's why I never cook it. And I'm like, that's not even fair to them. Because my daughter and fiance love anything smothered in gravy. And that's something that I rarely make. Like, I rarely make cube steak, y'all. Like, I think this is my first time on my channel. And I have had this channel for, what, 3 years now? This is the first time, I think, making cube steak. Because I just don't eat it. I just don't eat it. So I was like, that's not fair. Just because I don't eat it don't mean I can't make it, you know? So I was in the mood today to kind of treat them to something they've been missing. So cube steak it is. Cube steak it will be, y'all. So basically, y'all, I'm just getting a nice crust, like I told y'all, on this meat. And you really want to try not to move it. But I got to move that one over. Boom. So I have 8 steaks total. So I'm going to do 4 and 4, y'all. So what I'm going to do is let this fry. It's probably going to take maybe about 5 minutes on each side, and then we're going to remove them, and then we're going to start our gravy process. Then after our gravy process, we put the cube steak back in the pan and then let it just simmer for like 45 minutes. That's when it's going to get tender. Because I don't beat any of my steaks or cube steaks, y'all. I never did that, ever. I don't tenderize my steak by beating it or my cube steak. I see a lot of people do that. I just feel like I just never had to do it. You know, it comes out tender regardless. So, y'all, I'm going to let this cook, and I'm going to show y'all what they looking like after we get a nice crust. All right, y'all. We on our second batch, and that's exactly what we want. A nice crust on them bad boys and all that good stuff at the bottom. Y'all, we using that for our gravy. So, I'm going to finish cooking these 4. They just got to brown on this side, and then I'll be back with the gravy. Stay tuned, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's take out our last batch. Take out our last batch and get this gravy rocking and rolling. Okay. So, as you can see, I don't have a lot of oil in my pan at all. And hold on, y'all. Let me adjust y'all. Hold on. Okay, my bad, y'all. Sorry about that. Y'all, just went through a lot trying to adjust y'all. It was out of control. Okay, onions. Onion. Yon. More onion. So that was like a medium-sized white onion, y'all. I'm also going to walk over here because I thought I brought it over to me. And we are going to add in some of this melted butter. Got some butter in that gravy. About that much right there. Let me get a spoon. Let me get a spoon. So what a lot of people do, y'all, let me turn my fire back up real quick. What a lot of people do is take some of the flour, burn it, brown it, and make their gravy that way. With all my gravies I make roux. So I made me a cornstarch slurry to kind of thicken mine up. But feel free to sprinkle in some flour. Sprinkle in some flour if you want to. Do it whatever way your family like to, enjoy it. Simple as that. So I'm just going to taste this a little bit. Because we definitely going to need some more seasoning. For sure. And that's a for sure. So I'm just trying to get some browning. Excuse me, y'all. Some browning on my onion. And right here I have some leftover, not leftover, but some, what are they? Green peppers and, green and red peppers. I'm going to add those frozen bad boys right up in the mix. Because we are going to definitely use those today. Just like this. Just like this. And like I said, y'all, I'm going to add in my cornstarch slurry and probably a little bit of more water. And then I'm going to check it for flavor and see what it's hitting for. But look at that. All that, you can just tell. That's just going to be flavorful. It's just going to be flavorful. It's nothing we can do about it. It's nothing we can do about it, baby. We're going to Flavor Town. Going to Flavor Town, baby. So now what I'm going to do, because my peppers and onions are where I want them. Because remember, y'all, we simmering this on low for about 45 minutes. So here's my cornstarch slurry. I'm going to run over here and get some more water. Because we are definitely going to need it. We are definitely going to need it and more. And we probably going to need some more. Let me turn my heat down to medium. Get one more cup and see how that'll do us. Boom. So because we adding so much water, y'all know we got to take the flavor all the way back up again. But like I said, we going to keep on using that seasoning that we made in the beginning. Okay, we want to keep that same energy. So boom. Now, just want to bring this back up to a simmer. And that cornstarch is just going to help. You could do a flour slurry, cornstarch slurry, whatever. So now what I'm about to do is add in my seasoning, because I could just look at it and tell it need a truckload more. Okay, get that a stir. And once that comes up to a simmer, y'all, that's just going to thicken up. And then for the 18th time, we're going to throw back in those patties. Let me give it a little taste. It's getting there. Not quite where I want it, but it's getting there. Definitely could use the rest of this. Like that. Another little stir. Looking good. It's going to be that pretty brown color. This is what it's looking like so far before it thickens up, guys. Let's give it another taste. Yes. Yes, please and thank you. And I'm also going to add a little bit more cornstarch because I want my gravy a little thicker. And I think the cornstarch we used was not enough. So y'all, let me thicken this back up. I'm going to keep playing with my flavors until I get it the way I want it. And I'll be back. Okay, y'all, we are done simmering. They have been simmering, you guys, for about an hour. And baby, when I tell you they are tender, they are very tender. They are very tender. So what I'm about to do, you guys, is make a plate. Gravy is nice and thick, y'all. This gonna be some good eating for my folks. All right, YouTube fam, here is the finished plate. Beautiful, delicious biscuits, cheesy seasoned broccoli, and the star of the show, that tender, delicious cube steak. Came out great. Even though I do not like gravy or cube steak, I definitely taste my food whenever I make it. But y'all, it came out so good. It came out so good. It's so pretty. Look at that. Delicious. Nice comfort meal as always. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and stay blessed. Mwah! Subscribe, you guys, on the road to 10K.